Let's bring in CBS News Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett. He joins us now. Major, good morning.
Good morning.
The president presents himself as a major billionaire business success, but this report in the Times suggests he's been claiming business losses so significant that in many years he's paid zero federal income tax. How does he respond tonight?
Well, first of all, with the classic response, it's all fake news. Now, the president will have a golden opportunity to prove it's fake news, if in fact it is, by releasing his tax documents. Don't expect that to happen. It might even be a rejoinder from former Vice President Joe Biden. Go ahead, release the taxes. Prove the New York Times is wrong, Mr. President. The other thing the president will say is, look, this often looks so coordinated. How does this happen? How does the Times get all this information released just before the debate? Trump supporters will hear that and think there is something suspicious. And as Paula indicated, the president will do whatever he can to redirect this line of questioning away from him and toward Hunter Biden, former Vice President Biden's son, alleging some kind of corruption, even though a Senate report drafted by Republicans didn't find anything legally corrupt in Hunter Biden's conduct.
But, Major, this tax report would seem to cut directly at the foundation of the president's brand.
Yes.
Will it have an impact on his base?
For base supporters, this will be difficult, though not probably the kind of thing to dislodge them for a couple of reasons. One is they don't take their cues from the investigative reporting team of the New York Times, first of all. Then there's that whole coordination thing they'll be troubled about. But it does create problems for them with this great theme that I've talked to Trump supporters about for the better part of 4 years. This president sacrificed a great life and fantastic success to save our country. Well, if he wasn't that successful, and in fact he was using mountains and mountains of continuous losses to pay no federal taxes, how does that fit with that underlying theme? For those who peer deeply into that, it will be problematic, but they've got to peer deeply into it first.
Major, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says what's most worrying in the New York Times report is the hundreds of millions of dollars the president owns to people unknown, entities unknown. She calls it a national security issue. Is that a legitimate concern?
It's an assertion from a very partisan figure in American politics, but it's not out of bounds. We've never had a president with this many business connections, this much debt, and this much ongoing operations that indeed deal with people who lobby the government, as lobbyists here in this country use Trump hotels and the like, or foreign governments who also do the same. We've never seen these kind of entanglements. The president will probably say tonight, if that comes up, everyone knew about that in 2016. I was elected anyway. Well, did we know everything we know now? The answer to that is no. And for those voters still undecided, this could push them into a category of uncomfortability, which would be problematic for this president.
All right, Major, I will leave people with a lesson that you repeat annually, which is pundits will say somebody won tonight, but the voters ultimately will decide. They will have their say.
Indeed.
Major.
That's right. Is that a question or just you're going to take it away?
That was a wrapping it up statement.
Okay, got it. Wrap away, Tony. Wrap away.
We got to go. It's the A block, but we'll talk to you later. Thank you, Major. Come back soon. Our primetime coverage of the first presidential debate starts tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on CBS.